I won't live until I die. And I worked hard for my whole life.
Today we're talking about the history of Ossington Avenue in Toronto's West End. What we now call Ossington runs from Queen Street West northward to Davenport. Ossington itself is named after a village in England, right here. Ossington has 4 main intersections: Queen, Dundas, College, and Bloor. Firstly, let's get this out of the way. Dundas Street. In the late 1800s up until the early 20th century, Ossington Avenue south of present-day Dundas was named Dundas. As you can see in this 1857 map of Toronto, present-day Ossington is named Dundas, as it is in this 1902 map. In this 1910 map, the street has been renamed Ossington, and Dundas Street extended eastward. Throughout the 18th century, Ossington was primarily agrarian, being one of the main stockyard regions in the city. By the turn of the 20th century, the majority of the buildings lining the avenue were constructed, as the population of the city grew westward. Alongside the changing face of Ossington stayed one constant: the mental health facility at Queen and Ossington, today named CAMH. In 1850, the Provincial Lunatic Asylum, as it was named, was built. The institution was designed by John George Howard, who would later and graciously bestow Hyde Park to the city. The building itself would stay there until being torn down in the 1970s, with names and titles changing with the times. The Provincial Lunatic Asylum, the Asylum for the Insane, Hospital for the Insane, the Queen Street Mental Health Center, and finally, the Center for Addiction and Mental Health. Ossington Avenue from Queen to Dundas would be developed into a mixed industrial area and residential stretch, with dozens of automotive and machine shops, some of which are still there to this day. This stretch also played a large role within the new immigrant population from the Ukrainian community to Italian, Portuguese, and until recently, the Vietnamese. In March of 1966, Muhammad Ali spent weeks along Ossington Avenue training at Sully's Gym, above an auto body shop at 109 Ossington Avenue, now home to a condo building, in preparation for his fight against Canadian boxer George Truvallo and Maple Leaf Gardens.
The people here in Canada are nice. I've never really, honestly, I'm not saying it just because I'm here, of course, because I'm not the kind of person who say things that don't mean. I tell the truth and I'm known for it. But I've never been treated so nice in my life. I haven't had no people making wisecracks. Everybody's friendly. The children, the waitresses, the hotel managers, the policemen, everybody's as nice as they can be. And it's a lot different from where I come from. I want all my sports writers in the ring. How many sports writers down there? Call them.
Champ said he wants all the sports writers in the ring.
All the sports writers.
All the sports writers in the ring. Come on, we gotta tell you.
I give you
5 seconds. And it's all over.
The events of the following year would bring international attention to Ossington. After murdering Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in Memphis, Tennessee in April of 1968, James Earl Ray would make his way up to Toronto and stay at 102 Ossington Avenue while hiding from the FBI and authorities. The area was rough at the time, and Ray would spend good portions of it at the Columbia Hotel at Queen and Ossington, as well as the Venezia Bakery and other spots. The area was tough. Here is a 1944 photo of a bank robbery at Dundas and Ossington involving a shootout. Yes, the street struggled at times, but it also prospered and served various communities very well. In particular, its role within the Portuguese community of the last few decades. As is the case with many parts of Toronto, the gentrification is hitting pushback. The locals are sometimes struggling with the change. Today it's a neighborhood in flux. The New York Times so eloquently referred to it as a neighborhood caught between a latte and graffiti. A neighborhood that, despite cliches of gentrification, is like no other. Known now for modern restaurants, bars, and clothing shops, the avenue still serves the community well, with long-held staples, functioning warehouses, and even a working cigar factory. From family homes stretching north to Davenport, to late-night McDonald's stops, lineups for ice cream and duck confit, Ossington Avenue represents Toronto as a whole, the old and new trying to sort themselves out.
I won't live until I die. And I worked hard for my whole life. Lord, I know how hard I try. I won't live till I die. I won't live till I die.